Listen, I'm going to be real with you. If you came here for fancy edits and flashy effects, this isn't that kind of channel. But if you want psychology knowledge that almost nobody talks about, the kind of insights that can actually change how you think and live, then you're in the right place. You just found a channel that'll give you real value, straight up. Mark my words, this will help you.
We often confuse worry with wisdom. It whispers to us that we're being cautious, that we're protecting ourselves, that stress somehow equals responsibility. But if you look deeper, worry is nothing more than fear in disguise. It tricks you into believing you're preparing for the future, when really you're just rehearsing pain for events that may never come. Think about how many hours you've spent solving problems that only existed in your imagination, playing out arguments that never happened, planning defenses for situations that never arrived, lying awake at night, building elaborate disaster scenarios in your mind as if suffering early could somehow save you later. And yet, how often did those imagined disasters actually occur? How many times did reality turn out softer, lighter, or completely different than the movie you directed in your head? The truth is, worry doesn't prepare you. It drains you. It locks you into a cycle where your nervous system is always on high alert, even when there's no real threat. It doesn't sharpen your mind. It fogs it. It doesn't make you ready. It makes you restless. But here's the shift. When you begin stepping out of that cycle, even for a moment, you realize just how much mental energy has been wasted on thoughts that never belonged to you in the first place. You notice the pattern. The worries from last week, last month, last year, most of them never showed up. And the ones that did, you handled them. Not because you panicked ahead of time, but because you were present when it mattered. Worry didn't carry you. Presence did. And here's the surprising part. When you stop worrying, you don't become careless. You become focused. You stop scattering your energy across infinite what-ifs and begin pouring it into the single what is right in front of you. That's where clarity begins. That's where life starts to open up. It's not that problems disappear. Life will always deliver uncertainty, challenge, and chaos. But when you stop living in a future built on fear, you stop living as if every moment is a threat, and the weight begins to lift. You breathe a little easier. You loosen your grip. You realize safety isn't created by overthinking every possible outcome. It's created by learning to meet the unknown without collapsing. See, most people don't realize worry is just the brain trying to feel useful when it feels powerless. It's a survival instinct gone rogue, scanning, predicting, preparing, as if playing mental chess against the universe could guarantee victory. But it never does. All it gives is the illusion of control. Because thinking about a problem isn't the same as solving it. Planning for every possible future isn't the same as being ready. You end up spinning in circles, running mental marathons around challenges that haven't even arrived. And while you're doing that, life keeps moving. Opportunities pass by unnoticed. Moments of peace slip through your fingers. Connection, creativity, joy, all of them get muted. Not because they're absent, but because your mind is too busy staring at shadows on the wall. The shift begins when you stop asking, what if everything falls apart? And start asking, what if I'll be okay even if it does? That single question changes the game. Because real confidence isn't born from controlling the storm. It's built by walking through it, step by step, breath by breath. It's built by realizing that discomfort won't destroy you, uncertainty won't erase you, and chaos won't steal your ability to respond. When you stop feeding worry, you stop needing to predict the entire map. You learn to respond to life instead of rehearsing for it. You begin to trust that when the moment comes, you'll meet it, not perfectly, not with every answer, but with clarity and calm. And that's when life flows differently. Conversations feel easier. Decisions feel cleaner. Mistakes lose their sting because you no longer interpret every misstep as proof that everything is falling apart. You stop reacting from fear and start acting from a deeper peace. And people feel it. They notice your energy shift. Your presence changes. You're not leaking anxiety in your tone, your posture, your choices. You move slower, but with purpose. You speak less, but your words carry more weight. You stop trying to control every variable, and in doing so, you become the kind of person who doesn't need to, because your calm itself is power. And that's when the world around you begins to shift. Not because you forced it, but because you stopped fighting it with fear. Here's something that may sting a little. A lot of the problems you think you have aren't problems at all. They're stories created by worry. It's not always your situation that overwhelms you. It's the meaning you've attached to it. The endless interpretations, the imagined futures, the assumptions about how things will go wrong. Worry takes something small and inflates it into a monster. An unread message becomes proof someone's upset. A quiet afternoon becomes evidence you're not doing enough. A single interruption in your plans feels like your whole life is spiraling.